Ad astra abyssos. Ad astra abyssos. Thank you for completing.
You might want to get a guide if you're not familiar with the area. Surprises. Don't interfere with the mixing process if you don't.
Huh? What's that sound? Seems like it's coming from that bridge. Something stupid.
I'd leave her be. The warriors of the Flower Feather clan are a proud bunch who never show their vulnerability in public, even if they've gone wingless.
Oh, Chaska?
Good to see you again, Traveler and Paimon. Before we carry on, let's get a little further away before Koyer notices us.
So, that girl on the bridge, Koyer, you said? Should she really be on her own right now? With the mental state she's in, it just seems risky.
Don't worry. That's exactly why I'm here. Elder Alpa sent me to keep an eye on her. If she does attempt the unthinkable, I'll swoop in and catch her. I doubt it'll come to that, though. She's a fighter. A warrior, in fact. One who aimed for the sky. However despondent she might feel now, I'm confident she'll get through it. Well, in the Flower Feather clan, there's an elite flying squad made up of Kukasaur riders. But it's an extremely selective squad. To become a rider, you need to undergo a trial where you not only demonstrate mastery of the relevant skills, but also win the approval of the Kukasaurs. Very few candidates make it through the process. Koyer has spent years training for her most recent attempt, but unfortunately she didn't pass. So it's not hard to see why she's so upset. Sometimes, after multiple failed attempts to pass the flying tests and win the Kukasaur's approval, people get so disheartened that they give up on their dream to soar the skies. They resolve to quit trying for good. We call those people the wingless.
Do they get expelled from the tribe?
What? No, of course not. They're still prized warriors. We have a saying, just as the Kukasaur treasures every feather on its body, so the tribe treasures each one of its children. This hits even harder in the wake of the war. All of our young warriors carry the future of our tribe on their shoulders. Besides, every Kukasaur falls from its nest before it learns to fly. It's practically a rite of passage. Likewise for the wingless, we always hold out hope that one day, when they're ready, they'll rekindle their dreams and keep trying. Until then, all we can do is quietly watch over them from a distance. Just like I'm doing now.
Ah, okay. Paimon hopes she'll get back on her feet soon.
Well, from the sound of her whistling, her confidence has been seriously shaken. No Kukasaur is going to respond to a call that sounds like that. Yeah, people from my tribe call to their Saurian companions by whistling or blowing a horn. So it sounds like Koyer was trying to summon a Kukasaur to practice her flying. But the Kukasaurs are an even prouder bunch than our warriors. They would never respond to a lackluster whistle like that. First she failed the trial, and now she's struggling to even summon a Kukasaur. That's only going to hurt her confidence further. And getting trapped in that vicious circle is the kind of thing that'll make people go wingless.
Surely there must be something we can do to help.
That's very kind of you. Koyer's flying skills are up to par, but mentally she's stuck in a rut. If she wants to return to the sky, she has to overcome that for herself. I'm going to lay low nearby, just in case she takes a turn for the worse. Let me give you a tour around the tribe once this is all over.
Koyer still isn't giving up. Even though Chaska said that she has to do this by herself, Paimon can't help feeling like maybe we can nudge her in the right direction. What if we could get a Kukasaur to fly up to her? That might give her the confidence boost she needs.
It's a Kukasaur! Oh my
gosh! Is this really happening? I did it! I summoned one! I was beginning to think you'd all given up on me completely. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Excuse me? Would you mind if we did some flying practice together? Right now? I think I know where I went wrong in the test now. I need to maintain a higher speed on my turns. So, I just gotta practice my bell tail slides and split S maneuvers. Also, I really want to try some stall turns and cobra maneuvers. Huh? That sounded like a whistle. Is someone else trying to summon a Kukasaur? Hey! Wait! Wait!
Do you think Koyer's feeling better now? Let's go back to that bridge and check.
Chaska! I summoned a Kukasaur! They do still respond to me after all! Although, unfortunately, someone else summoned it away again before I had a chance to go for a flight.
Oh, really? That is unfortunate. But if you can do it once, you can do it again. Keep at it, and you'll pass the trial eventually.
You're right. You know, I almost thought about giving up, but I'm glad I didn't.
Hey, Chaska, how's Koyer doing?
Huh? Who are you? And how do you know my name?
These are my, friends. The Traveler and Paimon. You came up in conversation the other day because I was telling them about up-and-coming warriors in our tribe.
Oh, the Traveler, huh? So that's you. What do you mean up-and-coming? I'm closer to being wingless than I am to passing the trial. Anyway, we haven't met before, have we? You look so familiar somehow.
Maybe you saw her in the stadium? Or anywhere, really. She's been all over Natlan lately, so it's not surprising that you've seen her around.
If you say so.
Koyer, Chaska. Here you are. I've been looking everywhere for you two.
Oh, Elder Alpa! What's the matter?
I thought I should tell you myself. We're going to redo the flying trials.
Redo them? How come? This is so unexpected. And I can't believe you came out here just to tell us that in person.
It's embarrassing to admit, but due to time constraints, we didn't do a proper inspection of the arena before the last round of trials began. Then we started to notice many candidates performing worse than expected. So we redid the inspection afterwards and found a number of issues which likely impacted candidate performance. This was entirely our mistake, and I apologize unreservedly. I know it doesn't make up for it, but I thought bringing you this message in person was the least I could do.
Oh, okay.
Chaska, these people you're with, are they the Traveler and Paimon?
Huh? You've heard of us?
I have indeed. Gathering intel is an essential part of being a warrior. Plus, you've already made quite a name for yourself in Natlan. Actually, I've been meaning to invite you to enjoy our tribe's hospitality for some time.
Hospitality? Hospitality? Oh, that includes food, right?
Of course it does. If you let us host you, you'll be treated quite lavishly. Mighty warriors are highly revered in our tribe. Besides, we still owe you for your help during the war. Without you, we would have suffered far worse at the hands of the Abyss. So I like the chance to show you our gratitude on behalf of the whole tribe.
Mighty warriors, plural? So Paimon counts too? Paimon's starting to like you a lot.
That should go without saying. Your flying skills are the envy of our tribe.
The Flower Feather clan seems like a really nice bunch of people. We definitely need to take her up on this offer.
Well, I'd love to stay, but I'm afraid I still have to inform the other candidates about the retrials. With our younger generation's future on the line, there's no time to lose.
Wait, Elder Alpa! Let me help! The sooner everyone gets the news, the better!
Very well. In that case, Chaska, could I leave you to entertain our guests?
Sure thing.
Okay. Let's meet by the Obsidian Totem Pole later. Collier, let's get going.
Okay.
All right, they're out of earshot. I'm just gonna come out and ask. That Kukasaur who responded to Koyer's call, that was your doing, wasn't it? I grew up with these creatures. I could tell something was off the second I saw it. Her whole demeanor seemed less like a Kukasaur and more like, well, you. So I figure you must have been pulling the strings somehow. She looked very flustered when Koyer asked for a ride, so I whistled to give her a chance to escape. And judging by the look on your face, that was a welcome intervention, huh? It's all right. If you'd rather your hidden talents remain hidden, I respect that. I won't press you for answers, and I'll keep my speculations to myself. You're the kind of person I'd still trust even if you had superpowers. I know you'd use them for good. I think the ends justify the means in this case. She just lacked confidence, and you helped her resolve her internal conflict. If you hadn't intervened, I likely would have gotten my mom to help out instead. Although, having said that, there's a small chance she might have recognized her and seen through the whole thing. That would have done more harm than good. Yeah. Anyway, if you're free now, how about I give you that tour I promised?
That little rascal.
Ready? I'm gonna get you! Uh-oh. Are they fighting? Should we try and break them up?
They're fine. Just doing their daily combat training.
Combat training? A little young for that, aren't they?
Not to us. We're a tribe of warriors. In ancient times, we were the most elite troops in the nation, responsible for patrolling and defending all of Natlan. And even though times have changed, we've kept our martial spirit alive.
Hey, is that Chaska?
Jessica, you're back!
Oh, can you come train with us?
Now's not a good time, I'm afraid. I'm showing the Traveler and Paimon around. Maybe next time.
The Traveler and Paimon? Wait, you mean that legendary warrior and legendary flying expert?
Legendary? Yep, that's us, all right.
Awesome. It's so cool that you can fly without having to ride a cuckoo soar. Even Chaska could only do that for short distances. Miss Traveler, can you teach me some cool sword tricks?
Oh, Miss Traveler! My family shop makes the best volcano cake! You gotta try it!
Let's behave ourselves, everyone. These people are here as our guests. They're going to meet Elder Alpa in a few minutes anyway. Kotini, instead of being jealous of other people's talents, why not work on developing your own? Kapak, there's no point in trying any cool sword tricks until you've mastered the basics. Have you done all your sword drills today? And Natlan, easy does it, okay? Not every conversation has to turn into you plugging the family business.
Okay.
Sorry about those kids. They just got overexcited when they heard your name. Hope it didn't bother you too much. This is a volcano cake that Natlan forced into my hands. She said to think of it as an apology gift.
Whoa, it smells amazing! Traveler, you want some?
That's good. Natlan will be thrilled.
By the way, Chaska, those kids really adore you. You're way better with them than Paimon expected. Paimon figured you'd be more... aloof, maybe?
Aloof, huh? Well, to be fair, there was a period when I was like that. Around the time when I first joined the tribe. But it's a terrible attitude to have as a peacemaker. It tends to turn situations that could have had a peaceful resolution into a stalemate that can only be resolved by force. Yep, exactly. As long as other options are available, I try to avoid that at all costs. Someone once told me that peace imposed by force will crumble in a matter of days. But peace achieved through genuine dialogue actually benefits both sides, even if sometimes the parties are only willing to negotiate because they're both armed to the teeth.
That's true.
Hey, Chaska!
Uncle Cusco knows you're back, and he's coming to get you.
Oh, thanks. Traveler, Paimon, got a dash. I'll meet you at the totem pole up ahead. You can't miss it. It sticks out like a sore thumb.
Wait, are you running away?
First rule of conflict resolution? Grab the fan and run before the you-know-what hits.
Trust Chaska to make even running away sound cool.
Sorry about this. Just stall him for me, okay? I'll explain everything later.
If I can pull off this trick, it'll be so cool.
A golden-haired outlander and a white flying object. You must be the Traveler and Paimon. I heard Chaska was with you, but I suppose she's run away again, has she?
Sorry, who are you?
Who am I? Only her father. She's supposed to go for a checkup every 3 months to see how her abyss condition is doing. We both agreed on it. But she's already missed 3 checkups this year. That's 3 out of 4. Yes, she got exposed to abyssal energy as a young child. Then her birth parents abandoned her. It's lucky those wild cuckosaurs found her when they did, or she wouldn't have made it. They took her under their wing and raised her as one of their own. Eventually, some riders out on patrol spotted her and brought her back to the tribe. But she was practically feral at that point. The moment you took your eyes off her, she'd be getting herself into a fight, or she'd run away to be with the Saurians. She seemed to prefer them to her own kind. She might as well have been a Saurian in human form.
That must be the aloof period she mentioned, right?
We later discovered that her exposure to the abyss had planted seeds of conflict in her heart. So, we started trying to bring it under control. But ultimately, she's the only one who can control it. Anyway, she's much more human these days.
Yeah, don't worry about her. She seems pretty stable to Paimon. She's probably only avoiding the checkups because she thinks it'll stop you guys from worrying about her.
Yes, I'm well aware of that. She knows she needs to be careful. If her condition ever took a turn for the worse, she wouldn't be brushing it aside like this. It's just, every checkup she's been to, they find new cuts and bruises. Nothing to do with the abyss, of course. Oh no, that's all fine. The problem with her is, she's her own worst enemy. She's been living dangerously again. I'm sure of it. That's why she's avoiding the checkups. She wants to hide it from us.
Yeah, Paimon can see her doing that.
Oh. In the past, she always had Koichi to keep an eye on her. Now Koichi's gone, and I don't want to lose another daughter. Chaska's been increasingly reckless since Koichi passed. It's like she's trying to make up for it somehow. Next time you see her, please tell her to be careful for me. Even if she doesn't want to hear it. If she doesn't want to do these checkups anymore, that's fine. I just want her to stop putting herself in harm's way.
Whoa, where did the time go? We should be back up with Chaska before it gets any later. To get to the totem pole, we need to head north, right?
It's all right. I bet my dad talked your heads off, huh? What did he say? I was sometimes a little impulsive back then.
That's putting it mildly.
The memories. It feels like it was only yesterday when we brought you back and had Cusco and his family take you in. Back then, no one imagined this feral child would grow up to be the strongest warrior of the Flower Feather clan.
Huh? You were the one that brought Chaska back to the tribe?
That's right. Elder Alpa was already a veteran rider by then. She spotted me while patrolling from the skies and tracked down my Kukasaur mom. Mom agreed it was time I tried to re-enter human society. But I didn't know the first thing about being civilized. I clashed with everyone who had to deal with me.
And look at you now, renowned throughout the land as a peacemaker. How time flies. When the day comes that I can't fly anymore, it will be up to you to look after our tribe and our flying squad.
You know me, though. I'm not a natural commander. I'm better off as a lone wolf on the front line. So stick it out at least a few more years, okay? Give Koyer and the others time to come into their own.
Oh, stop.
Wait, so isn't the leader just the strongest warrior in the tribe? At least Paimon figured that's how your tribe would work.
Strength is certainly a core tenet in the Flower Feather clan. But strength means far more than martial prowess alone.
If it all came down to individual strength, I'd struggle to call myself a warrior, let alone a member of the flying squad. Any fighter in the tribe could take me down. Well, sorry to disappoint you. It was something I aspired to at one point. So much so that I went adventuring in the Cinder City, Natlan, to try and prove myself. But it was foolish of me. I wasn't ready. I came back empty-handed and seriously injured. The fact that I survived was something, I suppose. But after that, I never seriously considered myself a strong fighter.
And yet, you still managed to become the leader of the flying squad, thanks to your experience and determination. All while battling those old injuries. Don't you think that's a display of strength in its own right?
Let's shelve this discussion for now. Traveler, Paimon, there are some simple refreshments on the table. Please help yourselves.
Yes! Paimon was waiting for that part. They were for the snack stomach. The refreshment stomach still has plenty of space. Paimon is so full.
Well, if you're enjoying our hospitality, feel free to stay with us as long as you like.
Elder Alpa? Something's come up.
What happened? Is it serious? Shall I deal with it?
It's... Some merchants showed up, not from our tribe. They said they're here to discuss... Why now? This is terrible timing. There are a few wingless that we haven't managed to reach yet, and we still haven't inspected the retrial arena.
Let me handle the other errands while you meet with the merchants. You shouldn't be trying to do everything at your age.
You should help too. Seems only fair after all that food we ate.
Huh. Well, much obliged. Cheska, the remaining wingless are all people you know. Let's see. Pishika now manages the floating target balloons. Waska's probably still addicted to eyes on the feathered prize, and Junon spends her days up on the flying platform, staring at the Cinder City. I'll leave you to tell them the news.
Are you sure you don't?
I appreciated.
Pashika, they're redoing the flying trials.
Did all the way things are with the tribe these days?
Come on, boss. Of course. I've already made... And, handling these...
Finding something you...
Fair enough.
Oh, by the way, you should try... No problem.
Be prepared and stay safe.
A retrial?
Waskar.
Well, they must be judging me for some. Don't waste your... In the meantime...
Yeesh, there's wingless that
Used to be a fierce warrior, actually. But
are all cuckoos.
it's one thing to hang out and giving a ride to someone who's so we have a mutual... Hey, Junan. Gazing out at
Chaska? What are you?
The flying squad is hosting...
Elder Alpa always go.
They're making some big...
No, forget it. If I was genuinely good enough to make the squad, the location shouldn't affect my chances. A true rider can fly confidently whatever the conditions. Like you and Elder Alpa.
Junan! They're redoing the... Huh? I guess they told you already.
I'm gonna sit this one out.
What? Why? But you've always looked up to Elder Alpa. She went wingless after her injury and spent years drifting, but even...
I mean, I don't have that kind of perseverance. And besides, the last thing I want to do is fail in front of her yet again.
Oh, come on. You know you don't need to worry about that. All right. Enough umming and ahhing. Let's just get.
Wait! Hold on, slow down. I can't keep.
Well, that's one way to do it.
They've been best friends since they were kids. If anyone knows how to get Junan out of a rut, it's Koyer. You helped Koyer deal with her internal conflict, and now she's done the same for someone else. You know, people often talk about how one conflict leads to another and so on. But sometimes in life, things spiral in a good direction instead.
We've notified all the wingless on the list now, right? Where to next?
The trial arena. It's not far from the tribe.
Okay, she's all patched up. Where did you say you found her? How'd she get wounded so badly?
Just on the beach not far from here. It was the usual suspects.
Hey, Chaska! What's going on over here?
Paimon. And Tumaini?
No way. The one and only Tumaini? Wow, real nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, bro! Wow! A talking Saurian!
Don't give him too much credit. He just parrots what he hears.
Allow me to introduce Aoife, a vet from my tribe, and his assistant, Kakuku. I'm actually impressed that you've managed to visit us this many times without bumping into them.
I guess we've all been pretty busy. Tumaini for obvious reasons, and I've had a heck of a lot of call-outs lately. Yeah, thankfully Chaska got her to me in good time, so I think she'll pull through.
She was attacked by secret source automatons. I was on patrol nearby, so luckily for her, I was able to get her to safety. The automatons weren't so lucky.
Oh, them again, huh? What is it with those maniacal machines? I'm getting real tired of their antics.
Real tired, bro! Real tired! Secret source automatons? That's strange. We've come across those before, but definitely not around these parts.
Yeah, who knows what's gotten into them recently. They've been attacking Saurians and merchants on the outskirts of our territory. No need. You've already done plenty by getting the Abyss off our backs. Without them draining our resources, our warriors can handle these rust buckets no problem. Besides, like our ancestors used to say, one's own nest is one's own to protect. We can't go dumping all our problems onto you.
Come on! What happened to birds of a feather? We're your friends! Plus, we'll be leaving for Notcry soon, so, you know, while we're still here...
Huh, fair point. It's been a while since we got to fight together. One last hurrah then, for old time's sake? We could hit the beach. The automatons have been pretty active there lately.
Awesome! Let's go! Let's go!
If hunting down war machines is just sport to you, you guys really are built different. Still, guess I should tag along too, just on the off chance someone ends up getting carried away.
No way, bro!
They must find them. Traveler. Paimon. Then return home.
Takes me right back to the Night Warden Wars. What's going on over there?
Oh no! Looks like she's passed out! And there's an automaton! Quick, save her! Stay clear! Don't break my glasses!
You asked for it!
Warning, damage critical. That will cognition module shutting down.
Ready to rumble.
First aid kit at the ready.
try. I'm not trying. You got this. Will.
I'll take care of it.
Installation chamber.
Let's go! Nothing personal!
Defensive mode engaged.
I'll protect us.
Aoife, how's it looking? Is she badly hurt?
Hard to say. You might want to see this for yourselves. A vet treating a human is one thing, but I'm not sure I'm qualified for this.
You call that a human? Bro!
Whoa. Okay. She's a machine?
A machine built to look like a human, I guess. Is this a new model of automaton?
Return home,
She spoke!
Paimon. Traveler.
What? You heard that too, right?
Oh, take a look at this. I found it on the ground next to her. See the picture on top? That's you guys, right?
Really? Wait. A blonde person with a white balloon? That can't be right. You bet, bro!
There's also a cipher disk on it. I guess it needs a code to unlock it.
We have 2 gunslingers here. Can't we just blast it open?
Yeah, I wouldn't risk it. I've seen the scions of the canopy use similar devices when they're sending confidential messages. If you put in the wrong code or try to open it by force, it triggers a self-destruct mechanism inside.
Sure looks that way. Question is, who's the messenger? So, we gotta revive a high-tech humanoid and crack open a cryptex. I only know one person with that kind of expertise. Shall we?
Sounds like a plan! Time to head to the Children of Echoes and find Shilonen! You bet, bro!
Find the wind. Let's go.
Do you know if Shilonen is... Oh, you're up. I figured you'd be taking a nap at this hour.
Oh, yeah, perfect. First Mawika, now Chaska. Did you come all this way just to make fun of me?
Whoa, what a mess! You, looking for something?
Well, I have those secret source automatons to thank for all this. Mawika wants me to come up with a solution. It's like she thinks I'm a miracle worker or something. But I'm not, so to make up for the difference, I've been spending all day sifting through documentation. Anyway, what about you guys, huh? What curveball have you come to throw at me today?
Well,
Hold up. Is she a robot?
We picked her up on the beach near the Flowerfeather clan, along with this cryptix. Seems like a message intended for the Traveler.
A cryptex? Huh. Still in one piece. I'm surprised you didn't try to blast it open. Let's see here. The Fontanian cipher disk, metal case from Liyue. Looks like this was cobbled together from spare parts, although the inner workings are pretty intricately designed. It's a good thing you didn't try and brute force it. Could be a tricky one. Since it uses a combination of several different technologies, I could find out more by disassembling it, but that could potentially damage the contents, and I'm assuming it's not worth the risk, right? Must be a pretty important message if this is how they chose to transport it.
The only other option is to get our messenger to tell us the code. Is that doable? Can you wake her up?
Well, the device in her chest looks pretty similar to the core you'd find on a secret source automaton, but the other components, I've never seen anything like them in Natlan before. I'll see what I can do. Hang tight for a minute.
She woke up!
All I did was stimulate the core. I did not expect that to work.
White. Flying object. Blonde. Traveler. Traveler. Paimon?
Wow. You recognize us?
Task in progress. Deliver message to Traveler and White Flying Companion. Message location confirmed. Status delivered.
You're pretty smart for a robot. Can you tell us the code for the message?
Code?
Oh, maybe not so smart after all. A code? You know, like a number that you put in to unlock the message?
Memory. Missing.
What? Memory missing?
Yeah, there's always a snag. Is there anything else you do remember, besides these two?
Name. Memory missing.
Oh, not again! Why would her memories be missing? Can robots even get amnesia?
You said something about returning home earlier. Where's home for you? Any memories about that?
Return home. Task in progress. Memory missing.
Oh, so that's it then? Her memories are gone for good?
Not necessarily. Judging by her reaction, it's possible that her memory integrity isn't compromised, just locked behind an isolation mechanism.
Yeah, but what does that mean for us, though? In words we can understand.
It means she hasn't lost her memories. They're in there somewhere, she just can't access them right now. Like, when you know something, but the harder you try to remember it, the more it gives you a headache. Is that what's going on?
Finding near synonyms for headache. Cognition module. Pain. Correct.
Robots can feel pain, too?
Well, pain can be a useful parameter. Experiencing pain is how baby humans and saurians learn what to do and what not to do. In a similar vein, I've heard that a lot of highly autonomous machines are designed with negative feedback mechanisms for behavioral regulation.
Whoa, slow down. Could you simplify that for Paimon?
Oh, okay. Well, if I call it a curse, is that easier to understand? Imagine if you're a big shot shaman from the Masters of the Nightwind and you send your disciple on an errand to the Flower Feather clan. To stop him from treating it like a vacation, you might put a curse on him that causes a physical and mental breakdown if he strays from the right path. That way, you can be sure he'll stick to the straight and narrow and won't go frolicking off.
Jeez. Sounds like the horror story version of Granny Eatsley that parents tell their kids about.
The point is, manufacturers often hardwire restrictions like this into autonomous machines to make sure they operate as intended.
Yeah, but why would you curse a machine to lose their memories? What purpose could that possibly serve? In her case, all it's done is make it harder for her to complete her tasks.
Task failed. Sincere apologies.
Well, without knowing the exact details of the curse, it's anyone's guess. It seems you responded to the phrase return home. How about we keep talking and see if any other keywords trigger something for you?
Sure. I'm alright. I have assessed the pain level as tolerable. I must complete my task.
Hey, Traveler, have you ever seen a humanoid machine like this? Anywhere else you've been? Ah, of course. Yeah, some of her joints and a few components look pretty Fontanian to me.
Fontaine. They make good pastries there.
Hey! That triggered something! Hey! Never mind that. So, is Fontaine your home?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, that's one promising lead nipped in the bud.
You mean her hairpiece? Oh yeah, I think I know what you mean. What do they call them in Mondstadt again?
Mondstadt. The maids there are very hardworking.
That's it! A maid! Although, as far as Paimon's aware, the maids in Mondstadt are all fully human.
A maid. Okay, that would explain a lot of the internal design choices. So, you're from Mondstadt then?
No.
How come she responds so much faster when the answer is no?
Natlanese core, Fontanian joints, Mondstadt hairpiece. Maybe no single nation is her home. She's just like the Cryptex in that sense. A mishmash of parts from all over the world.
In that case, where exactly is home to you? Is it where you were built? Where you live most of the time? Or a place you can always come back to?
Home is just home, isn't it?
Okay. Feels like this is getting us nowhere. Any other ideas, Shilonen? How do we get her memories back?
If her cognition is impaired, maybe her body is the place to look. I found a lot of interesting things when I was examining her just now. Do you remember this little robot? Apparently, you were together when they found you on the beach.
Oh,
Nice. So you remember how to switch it on. Now, could you try doing something similar to your right arm?
is this a broom?
Wait! She really is a robo-maid?
Wow, very good indeed. Now then, could I trouble you to tidy up my workshop?
Are you serious right now?
Well, if she's a robo-maid, maybe doing some household chores will jog her memory. Yeah, just this area will do. Thanks. No need to tidy the whole workshop.
on! The poor thing's only just woken up. Don't you think this is a bit much?
Understood. Commencing task. Sorting large objects.
She's really doing it. Well, guess this counts as progress. Let's see if it leads anywhere.
Cleaning floor. Installation chamber deployed. Cleanup sequence initiated. Sorting small objects. Outlander Brigade. When the wind of death blew towards the blonde samurai. Clear and concise description.
Wait, isn't that a light novel that Seat Lolly left here by mistake?
The good thing about being reincarnated as a hilichurl is that I only need to eat sunsettias to become stronger. Discusses energy acquisition from the sunsettia fruit. Category: Nutritional Science. Introduction of ancient machines. Grammatically elegant and rhetorically sophisticated. Author displays a high level of linguistic mastery. Category: Classical Literature.
What in the world? That isn't classical literature. She's finally done. Huh? Is that a woven scroll down there? Oh, looks a little dirty. Could you clean it up?
Understood. Cleaning woven scroll.
Wow, it's like it's brand new. Hey, this looks like someone from the Children of Echoes. Shilonen, is this a relative of yours?
Oh, a relative? No. That's Ishkik, ancient name Baraka, founder of the Children of Echoes and one of the 6 heroes.
Wait, Baraka? Isn't that your ancient name too?
Yep, she was the first recorded bearer of that name. She and her friends went on a mission to defeat the Pyro Dragon. She dismantled many ancient machines built by Dragonkind, hoping to put them to use for the good of humanity. But most of her research was lost to history. It's a real shame. I'm sure we'd all have much easier lives if we had access to all that tech.
What happened? Useful stuff like that normally doesn't just get forgotten.
Ochkon happened. An old friend of the 6 who ended up ruling Natlan shortly after the war and went full tyrant. He despised everything to do with Dragonkind and persecuted everyone who showed any kind of sympathies toward their civilization. He even turned on Ishkik, one of his closest allies. Ultimately, she took her own life, bringing a once amicable friendship to a tragic end.
Ishkik burned her workshop to the ground to make sure Ochkon couldn't get her hands on it. That's the reason most of her research is lost to history.
That's right. One of her friends managed to preserve a small amount of her work. The other person you see on that woven scroll, The same person I inherited the ancient name Vuka from. It was said that she was raised by a dragon mother, then went on to found the Flower Feather clan. The uncrowned queen who brought freedom to the weak and to the persecuted Saurians. Lianka.
Malfunction. This is not the way. This is not where you belong. Malfunction who betrayed us all. You dare seek a place to belong?
What's wrong? Are you okay?
Stay back!
If she's a robo-maid, why is she suddenly acting like a lethal weapon? Ah! What's that sound? A lightning strike? It's gotta be a lightning strike! Why couldn't it hit Kniech on the head?
If there was a lightning storm, I'd have thrown you into the sky by now. Aoife mentioned that you'd brought a humanoid machine to the Children of Echoes. I'm working a job at the moment, and the description was a good match for my target. Humanoid machine. Looks like a maid. Highly destructive. Yeah, this is my target, all right.
Wait! Kniech! Just hold off for a second!
A group of merchants tasked me with locating their missing travel companion. They should be here soon. Want to come and meet them?
Huh?
What did you think I was about to do? Not every job I take on is a hunt, you know.
All right.
Nefa?
Inefa! They found you at last! Thank goodness you're okay.
My apologies. Who are you?
Oh no, your memory's gone again? Even your name this time?
Again?
Liyue, Fontaine, Sumeru. This is quite a diverse crew.
So, are you her manufacturers or family?
No way. None of us have that kind of skill. She's Aino's handiwork.
Aino?
From now on, your name's Inefa. Promise me. Remember, you have to come home.
Malfunction.
Inefa, are you okay?
Looks like she's getting worse. Is this all our fault?
Can you guys tell us what all this is about? Where are you from? And what's wrong with with Inefa?
So sorry. I should have introduced myself. My name's Joachine, and I'm a merchant. This is my wife and daughter, and the rest are friends of the family. We're all from Nodcry.
Not cry?
Wouldn't have been my first guess. How'd you all meet exactly?
That's the thing about Nodcry. It kind of brings together the drifters from all over the world.
Yeah, we're all merchants who ended up finding our feet in Nasha Town. Nodcry. It was going okay until all the trouble started.
Trouble?
The Fatui. They came down from the north. They've made some big moves in Nodcry lately. It's caused quite a bit of friction with the local religious groups.
That's one way to put it. You know what I heard? They pulled the whole moon down.
That, plus the incident with the moon statues? Surely the Frost Moon Scions aren't going to take all this lying down.
Anyway, there us regular folks were, just trying to make a steady living while getting increasingly worried that it's gonna turn ugly. In the end, we figured heading back to our respective homes is probably the best thing for now. So we decided to make the journey together.
And me?
Your case is, a little different. But you did come here on the same boat as us.
And it was smooth sailing, until we got attacked by those weird machines as we were coming into shore.
Weird machines? Secret Source automatons by any chance?
Inefa saved us all. She jumped off the ship and told us to leave without her.
Really? I did that?
As soon as we'd found another place to dock, we looked around for someone to help us. We'd have paid anything to get her back.
Hence why our price negotiation went so smoothly. However, the Traveler and party were the ones who actually saved Inefa. And Shalonen is the one who woke her up. I'll have to include their costs in the final bill.
Oh, please. I barely did anything. All credit to Inefa. She only woke up because of her build quality, so I guess I should say all credit to this Aino, then? Her core is remarkably resilient. It's a rare find, even among Natlan's source mechanisms. Was Aino the one who modified it?
Oh! If so, then we just need to get Aino to come here and fix her. Then she'll get all her memories back.
I'm afraid that's not gonna work. The core is most likely just something Aino picked up on one of her scavenger hunts. I doubt she did much beyond salvaging it. And as for the memory thing, Inefa's whole reason for joining us on our journey was to come to Natlan and look for her missing memories.
Please, explain in more detail.
All right. Although I've lost count of how many times we've been through this, and I'm only telling you what you originally told me. Although Aino built you, she never could figure out where your core came from or how it works. The only thing she was fairly sure of was that it's not from Nodcry. Things were fine at the start. You'd occasionally forget to pay for your groceries or add salt to a dish you were cooking. But that was as bad as it got. Until one day, you were sweeping the floor, and suddenly you forgot your own strength. Nearly took the entire wall down. The worst part of that was, Inefa had completely forgotten that Aino was on the other side of that wall.
Huh?
Aino was fine, of course, didn't bat an eyelid. But since then, Inefa has been searching for a way to try and repair herself. Anyway, a bunch of mechanical parts from Natlan showed up in Nodcry recently, and you noticed they bore some similarities to your core. Then you learned that a group of us were planning to return home, stopping off in Natlan on the way, so you tracked us down and joined the crew. Well, does any of that jog your memory?
No.
Didn't think so.
Has her memory loss always been this serious?
No. When we first set off, she'd have the occasional memory lapse, but it only lasted a moment. Didn't really affect anything. I seriously doubt Aino would have let her come on this trip if it had been that bad. But then, the closer we got to Natlan, the worse her symptoms got.
She was already in a pretty bad state by the time she went to fend off those machine things. And now, I wonder if that battle just made things worse.
Poor Inefa.
My friends, I know we've only just arrived in Natlan, but from what I've heard, you're some of this nation's top talents. Is there anything you can do to cure her? Anything at all?
Perhaps coming to Natlan was a bad idea after all.
Well, it's too early to say. And don't forget that before I was interrupted by you guys, I'd just started my deep dive into researching the secret source automatons.
My job isn't done yet either. You wanted your travel companion back, safe and sound. I still have work to do.
So, why don't you all stick around here in Natlan a little longer? Your ship got attacked, and since then, you've been scrambling to try and find your missing crew member. Sounds like you need some time to catch your breath.
Yeah, I was just thinking, we could do with a breather. But where would we stay?
How about the Flower Feather Clan? In my tribe, weary travelers are always welcome.
Flower Feather Clan.
In the meantime, we'll try to find whatever information we can about Anefa. After all, she has a message for our Tumaini. So this is as much our business as it is yours.
Oh yeah! Paimon had practically forgotten all about that. You guys don't happen to know the code, do you?
Oh, the code for the cryptex. Sorry, Anefa wouldn't tell us anything about that.
You gotta wonder what sort of a person sends a robot with amnesia to deliver their messages.
To be fair, they couldn't have known things would get this bad.
Also, Anefa told me she had a backup plan to make sure she wouldn't forget the code.
A backup plan? Great! So what is it?
Backup plan. Memory missing.
Huh. Well, as long as we get her memories back, that'll solve everything, right?
Oh, yeah, okay, because it's that simple. Wait, you do realize I can't promise anything, don't you?
I do. I also know that every time you say that, you end up getting the job done.
I'm gonna get in touch with some other people who might be able to help us. Tumaini, Paimon. See you around.
Bye, Kanich! Oh, and bye, Hal. Actually, that's weird. Why is a Hal so quiet today?
You're being very strange today.
Am I? Tell me one strange thing I've said!
That's the strange part. You haven't protested to anything I've done today. Not the original price for the job, not the revised timeline, none of it.
That's because I fainted from your stupidity! You stupefied me into a stupor! Got it? Is something wrong with my memory? Or is that really who I think it is? Who cares? She isn't my problem.
Whew, the last few days really flew by. Do you think Anefa and the merchants are enjoying their stay at the Flower Feather Clan? Let's go see how they're doing!
Cleanup sequence in progress. Based on data from past incidents, please avoid dropping small items such as mora, screws, gears, minerals, toys, gummies, snacks, hairbands, socks, and slippers. Insulation chamber deployed.
Let the show begin.
Defensive mode engaged.
Mind the wind.
Up and away!
Just what will we come across this time?
All right, team, let's move it out!
We can do this! My experiment will succeed. Do you think Kanefa will like this gift we got her? See? See? It said yes!
Are you sure? Because when I asked it who's the better hero, Ishkik or Leonka, it gave the exact same answer.
Hey, you hear that? That's the answer it gave when I asked who'd win in a fight between Kukuku and a How! You guys, it's just making random beeps. Whoa! Is that Tumaini and the flying expert? Beep beep. Yes, it's us. Anyway, where's Anefa?
Probably out mopping up those mad machines as usual. There must be a lot of them, because she hardly ever comes back for a rest.
Wait, all by herself? Are we sure that's a good idea after what happened last time?
Anefa said that since she lost her memories, her cognition module's been running more smoothly, and it's greatly boosted efficiency in cleaning and tidying tasks. I think that was it.
Huh. So, losing her memories has somehow made her a better fighter? She's awesome! I saw her carrying a whole pile of beaten-up machines in one hand!
All the grown-ups say that they feel much safer leaving the house now, thanks to her. So we thought it'd be nice to give her a little gift.
We've tried giving her flowers and feathers, but it seemed like she didn't like them very much. That got us thinking. Maybe robot people don't like the same things as us. Aha! So that's why you made her this flower out of mechanical parts. Yeah, we still don't know if she'll like it, though. It's okay, Arieta. She'll love this one. I'm sure of it. But what if she doesn't? This might be my last chance. Well, now that all of my mom and dad's other friends from Nodcry have left to go home, it's just... Already? Wasn't the plan to stick around until Anefa gets better? Dad says everyone back home is expecting us, and he doesn't want us to overstay our welcome here. He thought we should at least make sure Inefa wasn't getting any worse first, but now that it's been a few days, he says it's time we made a move. To be honest, I can kinda understand. He hasn't been home in so many years. Mom and I can tell that he misses Liyue a lot.
Ah, no wonder. So, what about your mom then? Guessing she's not from Liyue.
No, she's from Natlan. She met my dad after he moved there. I was born there too. He's been there the whole time I was growing up, so he hasn't been home in at least 10 years.
Don't worry. We'll write you and let you know how Inefa's doing.
You bet! And when she's all better, we'll bring her to visit you in Liyue.
Yeah, so don't worry too much about the flower. I'm sure she'll love it. But even if not, you'll have other chances in the future. Although, I guess we still need to wait till she gets back. I wonder how much longer she'll be.
Who knows? Seems like she takes longer and longer every time she goes out. Can't we go take it to her? No, wait. The grown-ups would never let us do that. Way too many of those mad machines out there.
What am I gonna do? If she doesn't get back soon, I might run out of time. Oh, really? Thanks, Tumaini.
Accelerating. This is not where I belong.
I'll protect us.
Stop right there!
Threat eliminated. Scanning for next target. Traveler, Paimon. Annihilation mode disengaged. Chat mode activated.
Chat mode, huh? Huh. You'd probably get along well with a Fontanian magician friend of ours. She does modes instead of moods, too.
Good morning. Nice to see you again. What lovely weather we're having.
Hey! Don't you start too. One robot's enough.
These are some standard greetings I learned recently. 3 greetings in a row equals thrice the greetment. Hypothetically speaking.
Where did you get greetment from? Never mind. You're doing a whole lot better than the last time we met.
Yes. My cognition and language modules are recovering well. I can now sustain fluid conversation. But I have still been unable to retrieve the memory containing the code to the cryptex. I will keep trying. Sincere apologies. Yes, now that a convenient moment to change the topic has presented itself. What is that object in your hand? A new model of source mechanism? Flower. Flowers are plant reproductive organs. But I detect no signs of life.
more like a flower built from mechanical components.
Understood. A flower-shaped machine component. What is its function? Which module is it designed for? Is it compatible with my hardware?
It doesn't have a function. It's just for looking at. You know, a cute little souvenir.
Cute little souvenir. But if it serves no function, for what purpose was it built? A cryptex is for sending messages. Machines are for performing tasks. What about this flower? What is it for? Gratitude?
Yeah. If someone helps you out, you help them back. And if someone gives you a gift, you get them something in return. That's how we show gratitude to other people.
The flower Feather Clan took me in, so I'm neutralizing threats near their territory. Like that?
Yes, exactly. You got it. So, it all makes sense now, right?
But is this not tit for tat? I heard Mr. Kenichi use this term.
No, that's completely different.
I will. Gratitude.
In terms of its purpose, think of it as a memento of your friendship.
Memento? Important memory. Memento.
Here, wear this flower. And this feather, too. There. Much better. Gotta look your best for your big journey. It's just a flower. It's not that heavy. Just think of it as a little souvenir from me. Something to take with you on the road. That's right, a souvenir. Sometimes when people have something important to remember, they'll pick an object to use as a reminder of that thing. Even if you end up forgetting everything, this flower will always keep blooming. It could take 1,000 times, maybe 2,000, but maybe one day, you'll see the flower bloom, and suddenly, you'll remember the reason for your journey. No, everyone's on their own path, and they have to walk it alone. Just as your journey is yours and no one else's. Besides, I have no plan to go to war against him. We both owe each other far more than our mere lives. If either of us actually wanted to claim on that debt, all they'd have to do is ask. If anything, I pity him. In a way, his situation's not so different from yours. But in his case, it's turned him into something neither human nor dragon. The more he chases the sun, the more it blinds him to the creatures who live by its light. You were once, well, she was once the enemy of humankind. And Ochkan doesn't care to distinguish between you and her like Ishkik and I do. He sees you as the same being. So if you stay behind, and especially if you help me, it'll only stoke the flames of his blind hatred even further. Come on, you have bigger things to worry about than me right now. You have a huge journey ahead of you. That should be your focus. Have faith. This tribe will kneel to no one. They will never be slaves. If they lose their leader, someone else will take up the mantle. Heck, even a child who's barely learned how to walk could do it. All right, time to go. Some things are destined to be forgotten. Don't let it get to you. In 1,000 years' time, you'll have a life far, far away from here. So go. Cross the ocean. Find a new place to belong.
Malfunction who betrayed us all. You dare seek a place to belong?
Inefa? Inefa, what's wrong?
I was... Sincere apologies. My cognition module crashed for a moment. It is now fixed.
Is it because you've been fighting for too long? Oh, you need to rest. Come on, let's get you back.
Back? Back to the Flower Feather Clan?
Yeah, of course. Everything else aside, Adieta and her folks will be leaving soon. Don't you want to say a proper goodbye?
Yes. The closer I am to the Flower Feather Clan, the more erratic my cognition module becomes. Occasionally, unidentified data surfaces from my memory banks.
Memory data? So, what about that curse Shilonen mentioned? Does it not hurt to remember anymore?
It does. Even now, it still hurts. I have merely switched off the corresponding facial expressions to avoid making other people uncomfortable. But if I do not recall my memories, I cannot complete my task.
So, is this why you've been spending so much time out here?
When memory data surfaces, there is a high probability that my cognition module will crash. This constitutes a safety risk. Therefore, I have been spending time away from the tribe.
Yeah, exactly! Whatever happens, we'll make sure things don't get out of hand.
Assessing relative combat capability. Paimon, approximately 1/5.
1/5? Of what?
Traveler. Risk mitigated. Strategy accepted. Accelerating.
I can't thank you enough for hosting us these past few days. And thanks for agreeing to look after Inefa. I know it's a lot to ask.
It's all right. She'll be in good hands.
She never came back. I guess I'll have to leave without saying goodbye.
Hey now, you'll see her again. And we have so much to look forward to in Liyue. All those Shao lanterns lighting up the sky. You've always wanted to see that.
Arieta, Amu, Joashin. I am back.
Huh? Inefa? You brought her back? Thanks so much. Don't mention it.
Also, gratitude for the flower. What does it feel like to know where you are returning to?
That's a strange question. As soon as you're all better, you'll be returning to Notcry. Oh, and we forgot to say, we're actually heading there ourselves soon. Maybe we can travel together.
Notcry. Is that home?
Huh?
Cognition module unable to define home. All the memory data that has presented itself recently has been related to Natlan. But the merchants tell me that I have family waiting for me in Notcry. If I do recover my memories, which time period will they be from? And will the post-recovery me be the same me that I am now, or someone different?
Phew. That's a deep question.
What is it that you're afraid of? Are you worried the new you will be so different you don't even recognize her?
Finding near synonyms for mind and conflict. Cognition module. Split. Yes. Once I have been split, will it change the way I define home?
Huh. Now that's a tough question. A lot of people and a lot of Saurians spend their whole lives searching for an answer to that. But if you want my opinion, home is somewhere you can always return to, wherever that might be. No matter how far you fly, there will always be someone back there waiting for you. No matter how battered and bruised you get, you can always go back there to rest and recover. I guess you could say it's somewhere you belong. Wherever it is that your memories guide you back to, I'm sure it'll be somewhere you feel safe, somewhere you feel you belong. Of course, everyone's situation is different, and I don't know how applicable my experience is in your case, but consider it a reference point, I guess?
Okay. Recorded under reference data.
And at the end of the day, I mean, who says you can't have more than one home? There's no law against it. Someone's looking for us. Hopefully this means there's been some progress. Don't be afraid to recover your memories. They might contain the answers you're looking for.
Got it.
Recover your memories. Malfunction. Have you forgotten why you cast them away to begin with?
Accelerating.
Oh, it's Lolly. Didn't think it'd be you.
Why? Don't you think I'd want to do my part to help the Traveler? And anyway, no one's more qualified than the Masters of the Nightwind when it comes to Natlan's ancient history.
Ancient history? Wow. Even by Lolly's standards?
If you think I didn't hear that, you're sorely mistaken. But anyway, back to the matter at hand. I don't know if you noticed, but Kenichi's little sidekick has been acting a little strange around Inefa. After you parted ways, Kenich put him in timeout for 3 whole days and nights. Then he had Aoife send Kakuku to torment him for another night. Finally, Ahau got so infuriated with Kakuku's pestering that he lost his cool and let slip a crucial piece of information. 2 words: Sovereign Ruler.
Sovereign ruler? So what? Isn't that just how he introduces himself?
It is, and I always assumed it was a load of hot air. But apparently not. Turns out the title refers to the 13 Dragon Lords who ruled Natlan in ancient times. Wait, really? How? It took me forever to figure this out. Anyway, the 13 sovereign rulers are not ordinary dragons, but forms of artificial intelligence created by the Pyro Dragon using secret source technology. They had superior intelligence and greater authority than even the ancient dragons themselves. Each ruled over a portion of Natlan's territory. But one by one, they disappeared during the war with the heroes. Even most of their names are unknown now, long since buried in the sands of time. If we hadn't managed to pry that tidbit out of Ahau's mouth, I would have had no idea where to even start.
I always thought that little monster's biggest claim to fame was arguing with Kakuku for an entire day. He has quite a history then, huh? Which of the 13 was he?
Not a clue. So far, he has staunchly refused to reveal which of the sovereign rulers he was. My guess is that he doesn't even remember. Remember, these rulers were supposed to be powerful forms of artificial intelligence. And Ahau, well, it hardly seems like he's still in his prime. I'll bet he's lost most of his memories and power by now.
Lost. Memories.
Yet, despite that, Ahau seemed to sense the presence of a fellow sovereign ruler when you were nearby. Specifically, it's the core in your chest he was reacting to.
What? Inepa's a sovereign ruler too?
Could be. Kanich and Aoife have been keeping a close watch on Ahau, in case he reveals anything else. But so far, it seems like those 2 words are all he remembers.
Darn! So the trail's gone cold.
Not completely. There's also Lianka and the Flower Feather clan, both of which have triggered a response from Inepa so far. And as it happens, out of the sovereign rulers that I was able to dig up information on, there was one who had a very close relationship with Lianka. Her name was the Priestess of Floral Candles and Skyborn Feathers, otherwise known as the 8th Lord. She ruled over what is now the Flower Feather clan's territory. The records claim that she didn't die in the war with humanity, but was executed by her own kind. Her crime being betrayal of dragonkind by secretly raising a human. Lianka.
Huh? Chaska, did you know this?
Some of it. Our tribe's origin story has Lianka being raised by a dragon.